Welcome back to Project Ozone 3, and welcome back to the base. You'll see I've been tidying up. Yeah, there's no more crates around. Everything is now in our AE2 system, well, for the most part, and I've started to expand a few other things. I will be showing you some of that today. In particular, let me just show you, first of all, the Void World. Someone did suggest I make a portal to the Void. Yep, it's over here, portal to the Void. It's literally the name of the block. Very simple, it creates just a diamond block and some other bits and pieces. And that Void World, now that we have dislocators, we can go over here. And this is not what it looks like by default. By default, you just start with a small green platform. Green, what is the name of the block? That's going to annoy me. Terracotta. Yeah, there you go. So you start off with a small green terracotta platform, and I've just started to build it up into concrete. It looks a lot like marble, but it has an advantage that you can run around pretty fast on concrete. So I quite like that block as a base for building. There are different colours, but I don't have many dyes yet. I don't have a farm for dyes, so for the meantime, I'm just going to use some carpet here and there just to sort of decorate up a little bit. Or some other entertaining blocks, and nothing especially amazing in here so far, but you know, we got it started. And over in this room is sort of the first room I wanted to move stuff into, which is the resource generation room. The stuff that you put stuff through stone barrels, basically. So in here we've got a drawer with nothing in it, and we've got a drawer with clay in it. So behind the scenes we have the usual setup over here, which is, say, using translocators now, we pull 90 degrees into a wooden barrel, which is also being fed into by 90 degrees using liquid translocators from a sink, and then into the bottom. So just like we have had that before, just a bit more compact and built into a room, just with an item frame to tell me which one's which. Later on, of course, we'll be able to just export into this block essentially from our systems, and we'll have basically full stacks, or, well, full drawer, which we could put a storage bus on to make it visible in the system. So yeah, very easy to scale that up, and we've got a nice little room for doing so. I actually just wanted to make sure I've got some access to the roof here. I'm just going to put an elevator down, and one right there. There we go. Here we go. So we can get on top, and you'll see I've got a chunk loader from Chicken Chunks, because it seems the FTP one does not work, the FTP chunk loading. Or at least someone tells me in the comments, so may as well just put a Chicken Chunks chunk loader there. And that will continue to make sure my resources are generated as I actually go forwards. That's okay for the Void World, but let's head back to the base. Now in our base, what I wanted to get started with was looking at the Book of Knowledge, because we want that Master Infusion crystal. That takes it takes a bit of research. So I've been doing that off camera. I'll show you what I've been doing so you get an idea for yourself. You basically choose this first basics research, and you get an option then. You have to craft tiles. So in your inventory, you will want to have tiles. These things, blank inscription tiles. And if you open the Book of Knowledge, go into research, and let's say we wanted to research, Advanced Forge. Okay, so here they're going to say at the bottom left, C. Now, this is where it gets a little bit slightly annoying, but once you've done it once, it's not too bad, because you have these characters over here. They all start out like this cross. What you have to do if that happens is go look up tile in JAI. Let's say we wanted C, so A, B, C. So we need to create a shape that is a long line going down. Now, what's the rest of C? It's got two lines coming off the bottom, so 1, 2, and then you push that button, and you'll get C available by doing so. But because I already have C, that's not really a problem. Don't click on the cancel research button, by the way, unless you actually do want to cancel it. I'm not going to worry about it just yet, but that's what you need to do for research. So I went through basics, light, and that then opened up Arcane Forge. So hopefully now I should be able to craft an Arcane Forge. Let's have a look. What's the recipe? Is anything too hard? I need some infused dust, which we can make with redstone and simple crystal. Okay, so I did get one of those crystal deposits from the where are we? There we go. From the Twilight Forest quarry that we set up last episode. So I could then add it to the filter for it to only get those. I've not put that filter back in yet, because I kind of want a representative sample of all the ores available. So I left this alone for the moment. So the silver crystal deposit means we also have some crystals. Yep, there we go. And that means we can do that recipe with the redstone. And we can get 1 mana infused dust. Let's actually just make 3 just in case. And we have that available now. So there's all kinds of different recipes, one of which would be the forge. What else did I need? I needed a furnace and a bucket of lava. So those are going to be simple. 1 bucket of lava and a furnace. I'll just craft 1. Okay, and where's my lava? There we go. That'll do. Okay, so Arcane Forge. Hopefully I'll be able to make this now. Requires Arcane Forge research, but I've done the Arcane Forge research. Arcane Forge. My studies allowed me to believe I'd be able to harness the energy within myself for fabrication of new items. Perhaps as a power source of some kind. I've done it. Why? I don't understand. Okay. Let's research that then. Well, research in Google. Okay, apparently a regular crafting station or even a E2 one is not good enough. You apparently need an arcane workbench. So, arcane workbench, same recipe. We now have an arcane forge. Good. I'm just going to take that back out and replace that floor. There we go. Lord's Forge. Now, hopefully this doesn't need any power connected to it, but let's see where I'm going to put this. Let's just put it here for now. Okay, kind of cool. And now let's take a look at our infusion crystal. The master one. It requires 4 mana 4 mana infused shards, and they come from mana infused dust. Other than that, we have the possibility to craft all the rest. We just can't craft it all yet. So mana infused shard it is. That means we're going to need 8 of the mana infused dust. So mana infused dust. Well, I have enough for 8. 3, 4, 5. Thankfully, we have these deposits, and the deposits can be basically just hit with a typical kind of tool to get ourselves the crystals. And I've already taken a copy of that for the filter, so I don't need to worry about it. And there we go. 8. Okay, are you going to craft, or do you need something else? No 100 mana to craft, no water mana, right click to cycle. Oh no, I'm going to need another system, aren't I? Okay, 1 second. Alright, so taking a quick look at the book. To get the Arcane Forge to work, we need to craft one of these void interface, simple recipe. And we're also going to want something else as well. So if we just craft this, a bright crystal. We can use a bright crystal, presumably to make this, which is a light siphon. Yep, so let's just make that, if it allows me to make it a regular. No, it doesn't. Okay, I'm just going to take some of this stuff with me then. There we go. And let's just craft it in the arcane workbench. There we go, a light siphon. So apparently I need to put this down and then right click it with whoops, let's just get rid of these cluttering up the whole area. Put this void interface down and then right click it with a light siphon. And presumably that will help me power stuff. Let's have a look what the book says. So void energy, right click with the siphon that you want to increase the capacity by 1,000, and right click with elemental crystals to put mana into your void network. Elemental crystals, eh? Okay, is it just the bright crystals I was talking about? Because then let's just try and put these in. Yep, 1,000 of 1,000. And let's switch this around to light mana. And will you now craft? Yes. Can I craft, please? I have light mana. Oh, it actually took it. That's fine. Just make sure it's switched back around to light again. There we go. We've got one. Okay, I'm going to need to just put these in. And we need to craft one more. But we are going to need some more bright crystals and some bits and pieces, I think. We should need one more bright crystal. So bright crystal takes glowstone and these regular crystals that we get. So we need to get those. Some glowstone. And we'll just take the block form. Convert these over. And I'm only using bright because, by the way, because I actually because I researched bright. This one. If you want to research the others, feel free. I don't think it really much matters at that point, but I just thought I'd keep everything nice and the same. Let's just get that in there. And if we want to build more siphons, then we can actually increase the size of this. There we go. Yeah, you have to click every time. Maybe the advanced one makes it faster or makes it automatic. Not quite so sure, but we'll actually get to that at some point. In the meantime, however, I have the mana infused shards. 2 and 3. Okay, so clearly I'm just going to need another one of those mana infused. What are they called? Mana infused dust. Now, once you have the forge up and working, you don't necessarily need to go via this recipe. You can make it via just 2 redstone, but then you are still making it in here. So if I just put 2 redstone in, you get the idea. That's still 1,000 mana to craft from 2 redstone. But you then no longer need the simple crystals. You still, however, need those to make these. So it's a bit circular until we actually get something better. But for now, we've got everything we need. 1, 2. And you can go in there. And that is all the ones we need to craft the Master Infusion Stone. So let me go and craft the other bits and pieces that are required, and we'll get to the end. I was so prepared and simultaneously forgetful that I forgot I already did that. So I just got the wrong ingredients there. So we can just put the mana 1 in, hopefully. And then we have the Master Infusion Stone with unlimited uses. So we can get rid of all of these now, I think. Not the seed ones, but certainly all of this. And the U as well. And then we can then bring back our crafter. Which is around somewhere. I think it's upstairs. Let's grab that. Crafter. There we go. Yeah. All the quests. This music is not annoying at all. And we can take some of these recipes as well. Yep. Let's take a lot of these rewards. Some of the things we don't have yet is a runestone crafter and a lord's inscriber, but we'll get to that. And we need to get the mana infused ingots as well. But we've got this master infusion crystal. So all I'm going to do now is hook that back to the same system. And maybe we can pull from here. Yeah, because there is a block available there. And we need to go behind and underneath, I think. Let's get rid of both of you. Get the crafter in place, which needs to go somewhere reasonable. And then I need to connect it to RF. So let's see if we can just put it here. We've got that infusion recipe that we previously had to make the infusion crystal, but we don't need that anymore. So let's just get rid of that entirely. Just go away. There we go. And let's go underneath, and then we're going to need some item translators. Those. And we're going to want, I want to say, some RF. So let's just grab some energy conduit. And we're also going to need space for this master infusion crystal. So let's pop down underneath. Go over here, and then we should be able to connect this all up. So one there, one there. We want to make sure this is sort of set up right. So we want the Master Infusion crystal there. That's the recipe. We'd like it ideally to be set to... we'll make sure that's got rid of as well. Yeah. Let's set this to internal. And let's just turn these on. So, whoops, we can apply the recipe so it knows how to make prudentium, and this should be internal. And there we go. So, if we just get that, are you going to stay internal? Apply. There we go. Then we can do the same thing for the next one down. So we can say, yeah, we want internal again. There we get the intermedium. Keeps on grabbing my crystal. Superium. And the same thing will apply, obviously, for the last one. Okay, that's all set up with power now. It's set to fast and redstone mode ignored. All the recipes are set to internal. And they also, I did remember to press R, I remember, so that it will remember to keep at least one space free for each of these as it goes up through each of them. So we need to make sure that it's remembered that for at least some of these things. It's run out of space now because it needs to output blue. Which one is it? It's going to be red. Yeah, it's had a space for red. So we need to have at least one slot free so that it can produce red. There we are. So let's try and remember something. And off it goes through. It just eats through the power when it's in fast mode. But it is very quick at obviously getting us our essence. So we're pretty good here. And we can head upstairs now. We don't need to come down there anymore. We can just click on this. And how many stacks are left? 245, and it's eating through them at a rate of knots. It probably will be eating through our battery, I would have thought, but maybe not. No, maybe it's just not able to keep up there. I do need to make sure there's at least one red thing here, though. Otherwise, it will keep jamming. And to do that, I need to remove enough of this stuff that it will craft it. And then grab one. Let's put it into slow mode. You're going to get through red. Slow mode is still incredibly fast. I'm sorry, that's just ridiculous. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to hit that button. Anyway, I will let it process its way through. And once it gets to the end of all the basic inferium, then we should be able to see some of the red. Hopefully, or at least there'll be enough space for it. And that's now set up quite well. Down here, whoops, it's all remembered in here. So they've all got space available, no problems with crossover or anything like that. Sorry, blockages, I should say. I've got 22 insanium essence, which is great for this stage of the game. I've also got another 4 here, just waiting for a last Nether Star to come out of our bag openers. I could go and kill another wither, but it's easier just to wait for this kind of thing. And that will get us a Nether Star Seed, which we can then put in our little sort of farm over there that we've got. Or indeed, because it's Nether Star Seeds. Actually, that gives me a good idea. Let's just grab some dirt. I just want to see whether I can spread stuff and breed it simultaneously. You know, normally in AgroCraft, the crop sticks that you get, these, you sort of need to breed 2 things into a single crossed crop stick to get it to breed. However, if I just get my diamond wand, make sure I can see any problems on the ground, press F7. Yep, there are some problems. And let's put fill you in. I'm just going to make sure I've got some sort of torch there, just to get rid of that last bit. Okay. And then I want to just basically put in some crops. Oops, I need to plow the ground. And we need to get some water or something like water. Yeah, that's a good idea. I need something that acts as a... Well, you can get the worms. I don't think I have any worms, though. No, just silkworms. Okay, so maybe I'll just put a layer of cobble in underneath, and then I'll put some water in. 1 second. Okay, so we've got some cobble in, and I just wanted to say I crafted this Emperor's Chalice. Very, very easy to craft. I just need an emerald, if I remember rightly. And by doing so, you get infinite water bucket, basically. You don't need to go and refill your water bucket anywhere. So if we have this here, it should be within 5 in every direction. And let me just put down a torch over here. That'll do. Then we want to try and get this to, so the water needs to be probably, I want to put one there. We'll come down this row, skip one, this row, skip one, so there and there. If you're wondering what I'm actually doing, I'm going to start a spread, hopefully to get me to get to 10 10 10s without me having to do all that much, but we'll see in a second if it actually works. And we want to just go sort of this way. Hopefully you get the idea now. That's annoying. You're going to go away. There we go. Now, I can't remember how long it actually takes to do this, but I'm just going to set it up and leave it running. First one can go in here, and we can probably trial... Not sure which seed we actually want to trial this with. Maybe diamond seeds. I think I've got those in my system, unless there's another Nether Star yet. Is there another Nether Star? Nope. Okay, diamond seeds it is. Diamond. They're tier 5. And let's just go and put them through the analyzer. Here you go. And then we should get 111s. Yep. And what I want to see is if I put that one in there, and if I just say put in crossed crop sticks from that point onwards, will it spread or not? If it will, cool. And we'll see whether this gets it to 10 10 10 by the end. Ideally, of course, I want to do this for Nether Stars. Nether Stars happen to be, among other things, a really good power source, or at least a middle game power source until you get fully extreme, with a Nether Star generator if that's in the game. And I assume it is. Nether Star generator. Yep. And that takes a Nether Star, some Wither Skeleton Skulls, and a Furnace generator. So it's a bit toxic to be near, but other than that, it's not too bad at all. And one thing you've got to be careful of if you're doing this with AgriCraft is that sometimes if weeds are enabled in the pack, it can be a real chore. You can't really do this, but I assume that weeds are not enabled, and we can just let that grow and see how it goes. Maybe not see it this episode, though, unless we get some more... we could get some lily pads. Lily pads of fertility, hopefully. I think I made enough. Did I leave some in here? Yeah, we'll get some lily pads there. And what was the lily pad of fertility recipe again? Fertility. It's the fertile essence, which were made from a bunch of different things. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, that's about right. Oops. It's just cactus green. That's not actually too bad because I did automate the farming over here. So you got a farmer. Farmer, I just put a spectre coil on, and that keeps on farming, you know, the ordinary sort of stuff here. We can indeed grab 11 cactuses from there, but there should already be some in the system, I would have thought. Cactus? Yeah, it's over a full stack, so we can just drop that entire stack into here. It should get pulled automatically, I would have thought. Did it? Oh, no, I didn't set that up. It's fine, let's put it in. And that will be producing cactus green. There we go. And we can use that to turn into lily pads of fertility and hopefully help our crops grow a little bit better. 11 should do. Let's put you in here. And let's get as many of these as we can get out of it. 8. Okay, it'll do for now. Is that unshaped? It is unshaped. Good. So we'll just put 2 down, and that will help things along a little bit. So 1 in there. 1 in there. And hopefully that will start helping. And our 4th Nether Star just came in. There we go. We get Nether Star Seeds. It's tier 6 already, and that is unidentified, so we can indeed put it through the analyzer, get it to identified, and then hopefully, even here, get ourselves some sort of, get this up to 10 to 10 would be great, but if not, then, you know, we'll see where we can actually get it to. It's 111 at the moment, and because this will grow things really fast, let's just see whether it actually spreads over here. If I just do this and then put the Nether Star Seeds in. This plant has additional requirements that are unmet. Yes. I'm remembering some sort of horrid Nether Star Seeds. To get that growing, need Nether Star Crux. Yes, underneath. So it needs to be in the next block down. Next block down actually will be fine here, I think. Yeah, because it's just stone at the moment. But Nether Star Crux, I imagine that's going to need more Nether Stars. Crux. Yep, 2 more. A block of diamond. A block of diamond isn't a problem. Withering Soul might be. Drop some withers. Okay, so... Okay, we're going to have to kill more withers. And that brings me to looking at blazes then. Well, we got a fair amount of blaze powder. Put that through a compactor and get a fair amount, I think, to towards this whole thing. So if we put a compactor here, this is set to auto push pull, so it will compact them all into blaze rods, I think. And then from there, we can then hopefully trade it in for a sword. And there we go, we just have just about enough for 200 blaze rods. Let's get rod selected, there we go. And let's just grab them all. I need 8 there, I think. That should be enough. And the racks we're going to need as well. Let's get enough of those, just pull them all out of the system. And then we can go and select this first reward. 100 racks, 200 blaze rods, detect. And we should have a sword. Where's my sword? Claim. There we go. Okay, so that is looting 3, sharpness 3, XP boost 1, and smite 3. Item level 99. 8 attack damage, and it is the first version. What do we need to get to the second version? Okay, so we're going to need 300 racks, Basil's Rod, and Tarantula Boss Trophy. Okay, Basil's, or however that's supposed to be pronounced, so you can get an essence for it, so you can grow it, just like we can with blazes, I guess. But for that, we're going to need Basil's chunks. Yeah, they're going to drop, so that's fine. So we're going to have to craft or get a way to actually spawn them. Okay, fair enough. We'll consider that next episode. But for now, we've got a decent sword. And while I'm thinking on, we should definitely make sure that it's soulbound. That's only 1 book available. I guess I could duplicate the book, or I could even put anchoring on it. I'll just duplicate the book because it has the normal enchants on it. So let's just get that there. Oh, you can't duplicate books while you have food in this slot, by the way. There we go. That's going to make those books up. And then I've got a anvil here that we can upgrade this. Can you give me the book? Go on. There we go. So, 1 and soulbound. There we go. So soulbound along with all the rest. We can have a look in that book chest to see if there's any other things we want to put on there. But I'm happy so far. And I guess I could try the wither with that, see if it's any better. I had to give that a try. I just thought I'd head out here in the middle of nowhere, just so I don't have to compete with the nether mobs. There we go. We'll use an angel block. That gets things easy to actually start. 3, 4, 7, maybe a 7x7 platform. I don't need very much, of course. So let's get that started. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we'll just put, well, I guess we can put torches down for now. We'll just put them on the sides of the platform so they don't get blown up, maybe. Yeah, that might do it. There we go. And the only thing you've got to be careful of then is that I need to be fairly close to the wither, because otherwise its loot might drop and not be picked up. So I have to be careful. I don't want to be in a box with it particularly, so let me just grab my AIT. Let's grab this back. Angel block, always very useful, particularly in Skyblock worlds. You can all go away now. Yeah, I need to be close to it, and I've got enough charge on my magnet, so we're okay to go, I think. Let's give this a go. There we go. And it's going to blow all the torches out. That's not really much of a problem. I'm just going to go to ranged for the first half, and then we'll go to melee and see how that tier 1 sword does. There we go. Oh, well, I'm hungry, so I'm shooting things I shouldn't be. Okay, let's keep on shooting stuff at it. You see its health going down. I'm getting withered occasionally. I could do with something to do anti-wither. That might be useful. But let's get you over here. And you start to spawn and stuff because it's nighttime. Slightly annoying. Has to be said. You should go invulnerable now, or you probably are invulnerable. Yeah, let me just get rid of stuff down there. Shoot all those. There they go. Oh, more stuff spawning. I need sort of a light source that doesn't get a problem. And then we'll just come in closer. Certainly better damage than the what's it called? The pick did. Although I think I want to get to the next solid damage tier up, really, to be honest. Sort of Flux Infused stuff is sort of my go-to in most games, but we'll see. Let me cut forwards and then we'll see what, all the loot and everything else. Okay, it died relatively straightforward once I went in to actually go and melee it. I did get a Withering Soul, but it does say drop chance 35%, so we may not get one of those every time, but we only need 2, so it's not too terrible of a fight. I could do with more damage, perhaps, and why are these got... ooh, we don't want to have... we don't want to have potential spawns here at night. Where's my torches? Well, at least a few torches remaining. Let's get one there. And one there. The reason why is because I replaced some of the floor tiles with painted glowstone, which I made in this painting machine that I made. It's right there, along the sag mill. Made that between the episodes, so I could just put floor tiles down that had light in them. Much nicer than having torches, to be honest. You can see here that spread is enabled. And if I just go and take that for a second, let's go and see, once I get rid of some other stuff. I don't need. Bones, no. Sulfur, no. None of that. With a skeleton chunk, I'll keep that. Golden leggings, don't need any of that. That's enough for me to just pick this up. And the seeds are unidentified, but tier 5. So let's just identify them. And hopefully they should be more than like 2. I hope this will be actually pretty decent. Let's have a look. So yeah, 575 already, just from spreading this far along our line. So as it actually goes around this relay, it should actually get to the point where we can get to 10 to 10 well before the end. And everything's good there. And we also got an orange heart, of course, which will be useful to get stuff from there. So we've got the Withering Soul. I need another one of those, so I need to go and fight the Wither again. And I need to go and think of some light sources out there that won't get blown up and that I can have a platform, or just fight during the day, of course. But that's a crazy idea. And I did kill a few more manually, but I got Nether Stars, that's fine, but I didn't get any more of those withering items that we actually need. Withering souls. Drop chance 35%. Could just be unlucky. So we're going to need to kill that thing automatically. That will probably need me to craft a few things. This pack has a wither builder in it, which is good. I don't have to keep setting up mechanical users and stuff. Wither builder needs plastic, so I'll do that next episode. Otherwise, it's the same ingredients you would normally expect. And we also need another mob grind from Draconic Evolution, because they tend to kill withers pretty much instantly as long as they have power. So I think I will... Normally I do it like a teleport chamber for this kind of thing. However, I think I might try just a vertical drop shaft. We should be able to make it with dark steel bars. Dark steel bar? Steel bar? End steel bar. Dark steel. Do we have any bars? Okay, let's just look for... If they're not around, then wither proof. Okay, with glass, with block, both Mystic Agriculture and Reinforced Obsidian. That tends to be quite expensive. Oh, dark iron bars. Looking for dark steel. Dark iron, that's fine. So yeah, we can make dark steel. They turn into dark iron bars. Yeah, not dark steel bars. Crazy, I know. But you can then use them to create a drop shaft, and you could put a teleport at the bottom like I did in my, I think it was Ultimate Alchemy. But otherwise, you can drop them somewhere in front of a mob grinder, and the mob grinder should take care of them, we hope. The main thing, though, is that we pick up the Withering Souls accordingly. Let's see how far this has gone. This has gone to here. Let's see what this is, which is the last but one. And are you up to 10, 10, 10 now? So we can just remove you. That's 575, of course. That was our previous one. And have we got to 10, 10, 10? 9, 10, 8. Well, close enough. Okay, so we'll continue to let it spread. It'll continue going from there. So maybe just like, what, 2 rows like this, and then we can just get rid of you. That won't spread, but then we can start another different crop, also going to 10, 10, 10 that way. I kind of like it. Yeah. So, enjoy this episode. We've got a few things set up. We've now got lots of nice teleporters. We've got a void world we can start moving resource generation to. I've started to move out lots of different things. I think this world will be good enough for farming. Lots of nice area for that kind of thing. Automated the farmer there, getting plenty of cactus. And we do have the Nether Star Seeds. We just need the Flux, which needs some wither killing. So automatic wither killing it is next. Then we'll see if we can get Nether Star power hooked up and some way to store that power. Maybe let's just see how expensive are capacitors from Ender.io. Particularly vibrant ones is the one I'm looking for. We can go about electrical steel. Or we can just go with an upgrade to the capacitor one. I quite like that you can just make them directly from Octadic rather than upgrading through all the tiers. And the Vibrant Crystal is just Vibrant Alloy around Emerald. Vibrant Alloy should be straightforward unless the recipe's been changed. Yes, it's straightforward. So yeah, I quite like the idea of maybe thinking about using a Vibrant Capacitor Bank on one side next to the Nether Star generator. And on the other side, you can put Spectre Coils in, or the injector for the Spectre Coils, and maybe some conduit out to the rest of the base, something along those kind of lines. But we'll leave that till the next episode. Hopefully you join me then. If you've liked the episode, feel free to give it a thumbs up with the like button. Otherwise, subscribe, share, and if you want to get notifications, if you've really liked it, click on the thumbs up, or the bell, not the thumbs up, the bell indicator. There we go. Then you get notifications. Otherwise, as always, more importantly than anything else, please do leave comments for other people. Lots of good advice in those for people who are playing along. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for some more Project Ozone 3.